keep them in their beds was to have a blood-covered Deo fucking screaming at them, okay?
We're neutral
I
good.
came.
We do the right thing in a really fucked up way.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
still...
Tao, you're currently ransacking the orphanage while the paladins are pointedly looking in the other direction.
As they should be.
In the till, you find 1.3 cubic feet of copper coins.
Can I just put that as 200 gold? Well, no.
Can we
No.
give it to the kids?
Yeah, can we just leave the shit here in the orphanage? Because I'm pretty sure not cultish assholes are going to take over.
Yeah, so, you know, the kids can go to college.
I'm taking the copper. Sorry, that was pretty good.
Well, then the three of us might have to beat Teo into submission.
Yeah, no
That'll be
shit.
worth it for the copper pieces, though.
Will it?
Sorry.
Will it really?
My conscience will be horrible
Well,
forever.
we can take the copper pieces, but then I move to vote that we donate, 2,000 copper pieces back to the orphanage.
There you go.
Alright,
So
At
that's-
least.
Copper pieces leaves you 18,000 copper
In
pieces.
the orphanage,
Oh,
you
you got
just
20,000, my
the
20,000.
Well, we're gonna donate exactly what Teo just stole.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know about that.
I do
Others-
know about that.
3v1.
Yeah.
Alright, while Teo is busy ransacking the rooms, he also finds a bottle full of liquid that is decidedly magical, given that it seems to be glowing, so it's either radioactive or magical.
Alright, so I'll give it to
Drink.
Mike.
And a bow.
Half of the copper mysteriously disappears.
Half of the Teo magically disappears.
Yeah, stealing from orphans, I'm pretty sure makes you evil.
It makes you beyond evil.
I mean, he's done good acts, he has to do evil acts, he's true neutral.
No.
No one cares.
Yeah, no.
Just donate part of Teo's. Part
Oh
of
yeah, because the
party fund.
orphans are really gonna do so much with all this money.
Yeah,
I
get
I believe in
food.
karma.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah, no.
Actually, chaotic evil would be more like beat up the orphans and ask them where their money is.
Yeah, no.
Where's your lunch money?
No, chaotic evil is just literally not giving any fucks. I'm not that bad. I'm not even neutral. Okay, I might be
You
neutral.
realize what you're saying.
Yeah, you are literally stealing from orphans right now, Teo.
Okay, I'm neutral evil.
Yeah, this is money that would feed them, clothe them,
The Church of
educate
Pelor
them.
does that already.
We're leaving the 20,000 copper. Period.
Teo, it's either that or we're gonna donate your part of the party fund to the orphanage. So you'll make out even. So if you really want to steal money,
You also give them like $20,000, right?
You better give me something for all this bullshit.
we ain't giving you shit. You're
You couldn't have even gotten into this bitch
You're
without
getting a short bow, motherfucker. What you want?
I want more than that.
Too bad.
I want ale and whores.
You've had that.
yeah,
I
we
want the
got
gun.
that already.
I want
Yeah.
it twice.
We have enough
Good.
money to afford it. Leave the fucking money for the orphans, you dick.
We're moving on. Money's
Moving
staying.
on.
I move
Oh.
that if he tries to steal it, we check the contents of his sack as we leave, and if we do, we beat him to a pulp. I move for that.
I'm pretty sure
Waterloo
the Church
agrees.
of Pelor is going to get decently upset at you guys if you beat up the person who got you into the building.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure if we explain to him that he's trying to steal 20,000 pieces of copper, that they'll go, oh, kick.
From children.
Kick him while he's down then.
Yeah.
The only reason I'll let this go is because I foresee further profits in the future.
Yes.
And don't want bodily harm to come.
Krevin's okay with bodily harm.
Ready that backup character, Teo.
Hey man, I've got high chances. You
No, instead of Krevin, he's going to play his backup character, Kevrin, who happens to be exactly the same.
Oh, what a cock. Okay. Let's just moving on. Moving on.
What's my real plan?
Moving on.
What the hell are you drinking tonight?
The blood of innocence.
I don't know any innocent people who would come near you to give you their blood.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so moving on.
You'd be surprised.
Baby dumb.
If you're going to move on, where are you going to move on to?
Well, last I recall, Roderick and I were going to go somewhere to talk about what to do, and they were going to finish up shit around the orphanage.
All right. So
Am
while
I
Taylor's
unconscious?
ransacking the orphanage, you want to head... Well, yes, you are currently unconscious because you lost a good chunk of your lower body.
Okay, I was just wondering.
So they're going to take her to the doctors,
One would hope.
or perhaps to the Temple of Pelor itself, because I feel like if, a cleric of Pelor gets hurt, I feel like she should get a pretty boss discount for heals at the Temple of Pelor.
It's going to be pretty much free, although most of her wounds are already stitched shut by the cure moderate wounds she received.
Yes, okay.
So my intestines isn't on the floor anymore.
No, yeah, we took care of that. We didn't leave you bleeding out on an orphanage floor.
Orphans don't need to see that
Make
shit.
sure to dust your intestines at least once a month, though.
Yeah, no, sure. Okay, so yeah, Roderick and I head to... Quit drawing on the fucking map, Tail. You're such a goon.
A goon platoon, if you will.
Yes. G-plot? So yeah, Roderick and I head back to the inn where we are currently staying because I cannot remember its name to save the life of me.
Or
Lizard boat.
Yep.
Lizard boat, please.
The lizard boat, yeah.
Alright, and Roderick and I sit down and we go over the paperwork and see the names of the individuals who used to be a part of the Church of Pelor and are now actually part of a freaky-ass demon cult.
All right. So Roderick appears to be looking through the papers. He's not having much. He's having a bit of trouble with them. It's pretty obvious that reading is not exactly his forte, but he's giving it his best shot.
Okay, I'm going to call an out-of-game Baba Jade down to go through these for us because I feel that motherfucker is excellent at reading.
Oh yeah, he's a wizard.
Yeah.
Get your Negro ass
Yeah.
down here.
You didn't fight, read this paperwork, and then,
Baba Jade sits down with a grumble and begins looking over the paperwork, kind of occasionally muttering under his breath. It's still like 8 in the morning.
yeah.
No,
I thought it was like
Down
noon.
fast.
No,
I thought it
no way. We fought at like high noon, remember?
Yeah. Our glorious battle took place at high noon.
I thought you guys fought at like 8 when the sun's first rise happened.
No, because he had to wait till 9 for the person to get there, and then a couple hours.
Right. Yeah,
People
good point.
assemble, and he decided on high noon.
Yep.
And Jake's drunk in stupor.
Hey, it worked out.
Baba Jade comes with a list of about 150 people in the town of Saltmarsh who were either suspecting or unsuspecting worshippers of Grazd.
Gotcha. Is there
Given
like...
that their operations seem to involve deceiving people into worshipping a local luck god called Jodai, who is actually Grazd in disguise.
Excellent. What's rough
I would
population?
assume the most recent initiates are probably not aware of the status as a demon cult.
Gotcha. What is the rough population of
Saltmarsh?
Saltmarsh? Yeah.
If I recall, it's about 3,000, at
Okay.
least in the town proper. In the
Gotcha.
outlying farms, there's another 10,000 people.
Okay, so a pretty large amount of people. So it's a pretty small percentage of people who are
Yep.
a part of this cult. Any names of note, like in positions of power?
Not really. Audrey Lilybrook was the highest ranking authority, given that she had a status on the town senate. She had a seat in the town senate.
Okay, so like no one in the town guard, anything like that?
Well, any people who were in the town guard were quickly kicked from their jobs due to the discovery of them beginning to worship some strange new god. You can't exactly hide that very well.
Right, okay,
So
cool.
no people are currently in the guard.
Alright, so I'm going to turn to Roderick, and I'm going to say, okay, Roderick, I believe our next move should be to move to the town guard, present them with this list, and then round up all of these people for questioning. I
Indeed,
understand.
although I think the guard would do a better job of that than you or I, for they have many times greater workforce.
Well, I was saying we should have the guard do that, but we should just take this there and be like, help! Help!
Well, why
Help!
don't you do that? I currently have to go and deal with the wounded And the children, we need to do something about. We need to do something with them. We can't just leave them in a bloody orphanage infested with demons.
Agreed, Roderick. Agreed.
Did we ever find out how my sister, like, why my sister died or no?
Not really. She's
Okay.
just on the list of sacrificial victims.
Okay.
Yeah. So your sister was sacrificed to a demon god. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna shake Roderick's hand, and then I'm gonna go straight to the barracks.
All right.
With the info, obviously.
The list of people.
Yes.
1 second. I'm going to pull up my notes here.
Do I actually have that short bow in my inventory yet, by the way?
You do, but it's not identified, so you don't know quite what it is.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it down.
All right.
We can have Mike identify it for us later.
Someone told me it was +1. Guess someone was lying.
So you're looking for the captain of the guard?
Yes.
A man in half plate greets you at the gates. Rather, two people in half plate, given there's one on the inside and one on the outside, and they're chatting to each other at the moment. Can I help you, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm Gabriel Waterloo, Paladin, down in Fallcrest.
Yes, I think I've heard of you.
Yes. I have here documentation of 150 members of a cult that worships a demonic god known as Grast. We came about this information in a raid on the orphanage earlier this morning, done with the help of Fists of Pelor. They were indeed sacrificing the children and summoning demons. We fought one. One of my comrades was nearly slain by this demon. This information is as legitimate as it comes, and we need to round these people up lickety-split.
He seems a little incredulous, given that you said something about raid and orphanage. But, all right, well, I'll take this to Captain Walthus, but I'm not exactly sure how much I can promise.
Could I speak with Walthus myself?
He's currently busy in the interrogation chambers.
Excellent.
Well, as far as I know. It's not like I
Okay.
keep track of his business or anything. It
Right
just
on.
was an hour ago, so.
How long do you think until Walthus will be done with these interrogations of his?
Well, I'm just going to pass this off to him and tell him what you said, and I bet he'll take you seriously, given that you seem to be he glances at your armor for a second, a member of the Church of Pelor, so at least manage to consult that with the temple authorities.
Okay, well, Sir Roderick should be able to corroborate my story as well as the other paladins who were there.
Right, the Crusader.
Yes.
We'll be sure to speak to him. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Be sure
you.
to get these people rounded up.
All right, I'm going to go meet back up with the party.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so I'm trying to keep this straight in my head. So it's been about a day since I went and tried to talk to Lord Dickweed about the lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's back in 2 days. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Paul.
What's up?
Look at that.
So are we going to take Lady J to the temple to get her healed up?
Yep.
Okay,
She's
then.
actually mostly healed already, but
All
they
right.
performed some minor heals on her to restore her to full health.
Okay. Can we all just get that full health treatment while we're at the Temple of Pelor?
Yeah, but that'll cost you 15 GP in tides.
Party fund manager, how much gold do we have at our disposal?
I think 1K.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get some more health. Let's all get full
Reagents
health.
are
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
After that,
I mean,
gold, we're
like-
down to 1,003.
We could always just use the Baldur's Gate thing of healing spells are cast until everyone is healed.
That's true. We could always do that. Would that be legit, Paul, just for us to do that?
Like rest, then cast spells, then rest, then cast more spells, then...
Yeah.
So,
Because I don't think there's going to be anything for us to really do, so I think we're just going to go back to the inn, maybe extend our stay a little bit.
I mean, it would cost less money for us to stay at the inn a bunch of times than it would to pay the guys to heal us.
Yeah, so let's just, like...
We've already paid for our current time at the inn anyhow, still.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we can just add another week on that, because I feel like we're going to be here for a bit, and then we should probably look into getting our own quarters. Getting our own business.
I don't know,
we don't have enough money, we've still got to go back out.
I don't know if we should have...
On the other hand, Baba Jade mentions that, given that you seem to be interested in setting up a building for Waterloo & Co., that he is in fact an actual citizen of Saltmarsh and could therefore own property in Saltmarsh without the huge penalty you would get. He could rent a building for a year. Well, not really rent a building so much as buy it, lease it for a year for only 1,500 GP.
Have that.
And it'd be a fairly large building too, 2 stories. It's currently free in the residential district.
Need 500 gold.
Yep.
Well, you guys have to wait a bit, but...
I don't see why we should get a headquarters if we're going to be traveling around.
So we have places for our meals to go, and so we don't have to pay for inn stays while we're there, and so we look like a more legitimate business. Teo,
I mean, you guys are probably going to be running an actual business, so next time you level up, you might want to put some points in profession.
Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna stay at the inn for 3 days, like with no events and just like healing each other.
Is our armor done yet?
Our
armor will be done in 3 days.
Is that what we're actually considering
Lord
ourselves?
Tobias Ambermead will be back in 2.
And Mercenary Company?
I see Wes's in-game mic going up and down, but I don't hear a Wes.
You can't hear me?
Oh, yeah, now we can.
Now we can.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, let's just wait 3 days, then we can go collect our armor, and I'll go talk to Ambermead.
Can I have Michael's character cast to identify on my short bow?
And that potion.
Yep, he'll prepare it and cast it. Actually, he can identify the... you can identify potions with the DC 25 spellcraft check.
You can be
so
like...
eventually he figures it out. It's a potion of dark vision, which would be really useful, except for the fact that you already have an elf, a half-elf, and a dwarf in the party.
I'll take it, though, because...
But I was actually looking for an identify on the short bow.
We have...
Well, yes, the short bow is a +1 short bow.
Yurik or myself, so...
Okay, can I use that?
Vote Teo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vote Teo with the short bow.
Given that he's got a huge dexterity score, and he needs the ability to hit people at range with more than just darts.
Yeah.
No, he needs the ability to hit things at range. Period.
Yeah, okay, so...
I hit a dart one time.
Alright, so we go and retrieve our full plates. And then I'm going to go talk to Ambermead. Does anybody want to come with me while I talk to Ambermead?
Jasker helps you suit up for the first time just to make sure everything's in order.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to need the other half of that payment now.
Yes, sir. And I give him the other half of, so that's what, 450 altogether?
Gold for 3
I
sets
already
of
literally docked the entire thing, so party funds
I know.
will be matched.
Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah, we give him the
I just
rest.
removed it as if it was paid in full.
He gives you a smile across his soot-stained... A smile spreads across his soot-stained face. Come again, and I'd be happy to work with you anytime, Demon Slayer.
You got it, boss. And I wink and go, remember, Waterloo, for all your demon and lizard folk who are asshole removing needs.
Waterloo plays with little boys.
What the fuck?
Such a cock, you're such a cock. Okay, so I'm gonna update my shit to fucking full plate.
Alright,
Go ahead, everybody update your shit to full plate.
I'm trying my darndest to.
You now have an actual set of full plate armor that is suited to you. So keep in mind you can't actually don that by yourself. You need somebody else to help you put it on because of how massive it is.
Yes, but we look ballerific, so...
Oh,
Yep.
if I could access my frickin' sheets or something.
What's the bonus and the everything for
It's
it?
Plus 8 bonus, maximum dexterity is +1.
Say it again.
Plus 8.
Okay.
Damn, Teo's
armor
fast.
class.
I've never seen him from the side.
What?
He's making fun of you.
I've never seen you from the side. You're a lot bigger than I thought.
So it's just +8, -4, +3.
What?
I only
So-
heard +8.
It's plus 8 armor class, maximum dexterity bonus is +1.
Okay.
It's big and it's heavy and it's hard to maneuver in.
Okay.
The check penalty is -4.
Okay. Thank you. Is the weight go up?
I have to
Obviously.
say though, Teo, good
50
drawing
pounds,
at the bottom.
and our speed goes down to
20.
20.
And you can only run 3 times your speed.
Okay.
I approve though, Teo. Your drawings up there in the bar are actually pretty good.
I mean, Taylor's
Well,
a pretty good
access.
artist. I have one of his paintings above my bed.
Stupid character sheet to add.
I'm surprised Taylor hasn't actually done a legitimate portrait of his character yet.
I probably will at some point.
Oh, really?
That reminds me, I had the $5 commissions thing available.
I
Says-
could probably do that for other people's cards if I wanted it.
Server's too busy at the moment. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting that right now. That's annoying as shit. I'll just try to
It happens.
go back to where my sheet is and remember my... Oh, no, I guess I'm not allowed to do that.
Can you switch the things in that circles, Paul?
What, Taylor?
Alright.
Can you switch the portrait, like the pictures inside of our circles on the map?
I'll have 19 IC anyway.
You can
so.
do that.
What do you mean? What do you want me to do, Taylor?
He wants you to
Us.
switch your token icon. Like instead
Yeah.
of what it is now, like instead of my
To, a,
green icon,
to an
my
image,
picture,
a
he
different
wants-
image.
I'm so confused.
His icon on his token,
Yeah, see,
he wants
I
to
want
know
it to
if
be
you can
different.
change that.
I can change it. What do you want me to change it to?
just let me find something really quick.
You'll need to send me the image, and I need to quickly crop it into a circle and put it in the game, though.
Yeah, so it'll take a minute. We can always just do this later. So let's...
I mean, I can do this while you guys are talking. It's really not that difficult. It's pretty
Okay,
mindless.
so who's coming with me to Ambermead?
I'll come with.
I'll come with.
So if you need backup, everybody.
I don't think we're gonna be fighting. It's gonna be a pretty civil, hopefully, chat. But I guess if you guys want to come along, you can come along.
Let's do that or wander the streets more.
That's true.
Wes
I mean, you
is
still
good, though.
haven't investigated the Lizard Folk Embassy.
Okay. How about I go talk to
Paul,
him?
use that, would you?
I'll go check out the Lizard Folk Embassy then. How about that?
You might want to bring Teo with you, since last time you checked, the door was locked.
Yes.
I didn't check it, but alright.
Well, I mean, Gabriel
I
probably checked
will
it.
inform you guys.
And
that-
presumably you guys talk to him occasionally.
We don't.
Yeah.
You guys
We
have
just let him
on
wander.
average about 20 hours a day that you're have a chance to talk to him. So presumably at some point you choose to talk to your party leader. Okay. I'm just gonna assume your characters are more friendly in real life than you guys actually are in game.
Wes, not Wes. Paul, I found my icon, and you're gonna love it.
All right.
Okay, so we're all back at full now too. Just checking.
Because nobody
Yep.
else can know about this but you
Okay,
until it
cool.
happens. Sorry for the really long link.
Restore yourselves to full health, please.
All right, and
There, that's a quick. I'll leave this
yeah,
one.
once you're done with the cropping, I'm gonna go grab another drink really quick.
Alright.
So you guys get all that figured out, and then whoever's coming with me to Ambermead, we shall go to Ambermead.
You got the Lord Dickweed.
All right, there you go, Paul. That's my
All right,
icon.
1 second. I gotta crop this for Teo.
You're gonna look at it and just chuckle. It makes me chuckle.
That's a fucking huge link.
Yeah, I gave you a smaller one.
No.
Oh, come on!
I'd prefer you'd stick with actual artwork, though.
But it's a Lego.
Really, Drew?
It's no. You gotta see it here. I'll link it in here now.
Alright, let's see here. Drag and drop. Let's just make sure this icon is working properly.
Let me find another one.
Looks like it's working properly.
So, Drew, you had brats and burgers
Yep.
tonight? Oh. That's awesome, Drew.
Exactly. Like you said, really, before even knowing how awesome it was. Why can't that be like every good fucking picture of an elf ranger is a female? Why can't they have any good male?
I'll give you a hint. There are no such thing as male elves. Only
Yeah.
female elves with smaller breasts.
Think the the Belfs from WoW, and you're pretty much there. Ain't it?
Fabulous.
It's so fabulous.
Terrible.
You can't have this and that.
I can have everything I want.
So you've already taken that?
Well, then
Teo, you've already taken what was in my room?
Shit, dude.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
once
shit.
again a big link.
Just click on the picture itself and send me the links.
I did. What's that? That's the only one I can find that's semi-decent.
Well, allow me to go look up portraiture real quick here.
I've looked up Elf Ranger, like I can't find anything that is semi-decent.
Well, excuse me here, I have a zip file of 800 portraits, so I could probably check this to see if I could find an Elf Ranger.
Probably. I'm just trying to find one where you can actually capture it all in the little circle and not make it look too...
I mean, that kind of looks like Waterloo anyways, so... Add a beard on that and you got Waterloo. So... with slightly ginge hair and you're there.
Hmm.
So I'm pretty stoked with mine.
Yep.
So yeah, talking to that Ambermead character.
Tobias Ambermead?
Mm-hmm.
You give me a moment.
We approach the manor.
How many of you are going to approach the manor?
I think everybody's coming.
I think me and Krevin are gonna go check out the
Embassy?
If Krevin isn't in trouble.
Well, I'm going to shift over to the embassy because I don't have a map for Tobias's list. Because I assume you're not going to try to start a fight with one of the most powerful people in Saltmarsh.
Nope. Gonna talk to him.
You once again approach the manor. It seems to have been cleaned up slightly, and there are two bodyguards standing outside, clad in plate armor and carrying large pikes.
Oh shit. Yurik and Teo, how are you guys gonna progress?
Wait, the manor? I'm confused here.
You guys are sitting outside the embassy right now if you care to look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you two at the embassy right now.
That's all I wanted to do. So this is a sort of squat red brick building. In front you see two statues of snakes, which you assume means that it's the lizard folk embassy. The door is locked, the windows are kind of dusted up, and you can see cobwebs in one of them. This place has not been inhabited for a while.
Doubt we're gonna be able to get in.
God, I hate that picture so much.
The one I just sent you?
Can I
Yeah,
check the
that one
door?
gets so overused, but...
Which
You
one?
give me it's like the one that Shadow used, Jake.
Oh god.
There's just not that many other good ones that I can find.
Well,
I'm sure there's more
here, check this out. This is a Dropbox file with 450 male character portraits in it. Surely you can find something in there.
I'll actually have to check that shit out in a bit.
Teo used it. You're gonna check the door, Teo?
Yeah, I used a portrait from Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah, I noticed. It's pretty cool looking. So, Teo, this door is locked and it's heavy and oaken, which means chopping your way through would be pretty painful. On the other hand, you can always check the windows.
Can I unlock it?
You can go ahead and make an open lock check, but there's people passing by, so unlocking the windows might be a bit strange looking unless, Yurik can cover for you.
I think
don't
you
have
can.
cover.
There's
No
also
other
two...
entrance into
Just
this
kind of
place?
stand in front of him. He's short and squat, so it's not... You can just, sit there and read something. You could probably block him from sight.
Sounds good.
Sharpen your sword.
I think I can have behind my sword.
See how I make an open lock check? That's actually pretty good given your modifier, but it's not quite enough to open it.
Hold
You don't do any serious damage to the lock, though. You want to take 10 on this?
Yep.
Alright, you're going to take 10. 1
1 or
second.
2.
The door swings open. That's not how I was supposed to do it here.
Creek.
Claire, I really cannot talk right now, Claire. Sorry.
He's the dungeon master, Claire. You don't understand.
This is really frustrating. Why is this just not letting me reveal it? I guess I have to clear it in the square section for no real reason.
Okay.
Because the stupid polygon thing won't work, so...
Whatever.
It was just really, really dark in there.
Really, really, really.
Well, there is enough sunlight that you can see in here. You can see the files in the bookshelves, which is probably what you're here to look for. In fact, you're not really sure what you're here for.
I sure as hell don't know. I'm just here to open shit.
Yeah, there should be something.
Also, possibly to ransack the building.
Why would we want to
The words of Gabriel Waterloo echo in your brain. Look for important files as to the reason of closing of the not the orphanage, the fucking embassy, and other info as to why this is no longer operational.
This is not going to take the money to you. Okay,
Operational? No.
Alright, so you guys are going to explore the building, I assume?
Yeah.
There's no real threat in the building, so I'll just reveal all of it to you.
And Paul, this guy resembles my face.
I'm making
Yeah,
a
I'll crop
search.
this image for you here.
I'm making a
I
search
sent
check for the
you
files.
one in
Yeah, I saw. I'll crop this for you.
Check out the desk.
This wouldn't be a terrible one for,
Paladin,
this
yeah.
would not- no, this one here would not be a terrible one for Mike. Like, if we were
finally.
to take his character seriously.
Yeah, no, that'd be
Yeah,
about
well, that is a door back there, so if you want to look out into the back area.
He's basically acting as the Deckard Cain for us right now.
Give me a
Unless you
second.
can look at the backyard.
I was going to check out that desk that's right there that I'm behind.
Well, you can see out to this way anyway.
Stay a while and
Alright,
listen.
you guys
Yes, I
make
got
search checks for me?
Stupid.
Yeah, after I finish saying, stay a while and listen.
Come on. So now I can find my
Oh, yeah,
search.
my sheets work now.
Woo!
And I gotta redo all my fucking plate mail.
Platoon.
Well, check out the picture I linked.
Luckily, I still have the fucking page open.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm blind.
You were not hired for your searching.
Isn't that from the Magic game?
You know, I don't know why I'm not doing this.
Yeah, but check out the one the 4chan image I linked to.
I'm just gonna take 20 instead of trying to actually roll for searches.
You're just gonna search the area?
Search the crap out of this place.
The 4chan one is great. Oh man.
No, you
I don't
like
see
it.
it.
Scroll up like 3 lines in Skype.
Yeah, that's pretty
Kind of
terrible.
horrific, but at the same time, kind of
Oh,
hilarious.
wow, that's so awesome.
That's so...
multicast.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, God. Do they find anything?
They find
Yeah, I'm
several
start
letters
pick.
in Draconic, which neither of them can read.
Okay.
In fact, they
can,
find like
Mike can
hundreds.
read Draconic,
They
right?
find hundreds of letters. Is all I'm gonna say.
Like,
Okay.
I don't think we're really allowed to just walk out with them now.
Well, no one's gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if the DM says so, I'll do it. Then again, the DM might be out to get me to trick myself into it.
All right, Tay, are you gonna ransack the place or what?
I mean,
You are appealing
Listen,
to his
I'm gonna
basement.
be honest. I'm speaking as your evil voice here. This place is completely undefended. There's no one around except for Yurik, who probably doesn't care if you decide
yeah,
As
but
long as I might
to
get
hit
something
here a
out of
couple of years ago.
yeah, but what is this? A fucking library? What am I really gonna find for myself here?
This is an embassy.
it. Yeah, it's an embassy there.
Yeah, well,
There's a
that
decent
sounds.
chance you'll find cash in here.
Well, be that as it may, they don't pay me enough to raid embassies, dude.
They don't
What?
pay you anything.
Yeah, no, they're
pay me in ale and whore as my only two desires.
Teo, out of Waterlooian character, I'm gonna say this is a pretty prime spot for a fucking ransacking. Just ransack the motherfucker.
Alright, okay. I mean, if the good guy is telling me to do it, then I gotta do it.
Make a search check down. And I mean, no one has to know, but you and Yurik. You can split cash entirely between you two.
Yeah, saying I can be paid off.
I plan to, because, these fuckers don't pay me enough.
And honestly, I'm just going to take a 20 on my search.
Go for it. Realistically, you guys could just take 20 on your search and you'd be okay.
Yeah, because I mean,
we're all on loot tables.
I'm not going to be able to carry much because I still have a fuckload of copper on me. Unless
you don't have any of the copper on you. They made you leave it behind, remember?
What a bunch of dick bags.
What a dick.
What a dick.
Why the heck are you raiding?
Tail? While you search the drawers, you find a certain amount of silver located in there, at least silver pieces.
See?
I take all the silver.
While you're counting your cash and Yurik is looking anxiously over your shoulder,
I'm not going to count it while I'm here. I'm going to take it and then count it later. You never count the money while you're fucking robbing someplace. That'd be like if I held up a bank and counted it all out in front of the fucker.
Yeah, but this is like, thinking that you're...
This is like a decent environment.
Holding somebody up. This is like, abandoned old house that nobody ever messes with.
Plus, you've literally just got a bag open and you're sweeping cash into your bag.
Yeah, well, I'm still going to check it later.
This place was obviously evacuated in one hell of a hurry.
I'm still going to check it later out of principle.
Alright. I mean, you were a gang member, after all.
In the game.
Yes, Tail, we know you're not a gang member in real life.
Well, I just wanted to clarify because, you guys give me a pretty bad rap.
I'm not that, Tail.
I like how Albert Wesker is a character portrait.
I was on the Ann Arbor News, though. I'm a real crime lord.
Yeah, bro.
That's just because you're stupid as shit, Tail.
I know. That was the joke.
I'm going to say once we're done searching this main little area, I'm going to walk out into whatever this little courtyard is.
Alright, 1 second. Got to search the gem result here.
Yeah, I'm just saying once it's all done.
Teo's icon on the map.
You haven't seen it?
Oh, right. You're that head now.
He's a floating head.
You find a piece of blue quartz on one of the desks that was probably used as a paperweight, given that it's been shaped into a square.
Okay, take it.
Is quartz valuable?
In the bag, bitch.
How much can you buy? I'm going to tell you it's about as valuable as quartz is in real life.
It's shiny, I'll take it.
It's not worth shit.
If anyone thinks
but it's kind of cool looking. It's obviously worked by a master jewel crafter, which hopefully means that it was worth something because somebody worked it.
Maybe I can give this to one of my hoes.
You don't have any hoes. Your charisma score sucks.
I just have dumpster sluts at the bar.
Oh, no. I want a wand. That seems to have been used as a coffee stirring stick.
That's an awesome wand.
That really is.
Especially if it keeps the coffee nice and warm.
What do you want
Take the letters and get the fuck out.
It's got charges of Conjure coffee.
Yep, nobody seems to notice that the front door is literally open and people are outright stealing from the place. Or nobody cares. You can't really tell.
Take the letters and get the fuck out.
Well,
But Yurik was exploring the backyard, right?
Seeing as the DM
That
coerced
I am.
robbing this place, I'm going to assume he's going to be nice enough not to drop, visitation on me.
I would like
That's
to get
a
into
staircase leading down to a grotto. You can tell that it's not a particularly big one. It's just a small pool of water, presumably because lizard folk need to wet their skin every once in a while, or they dry out and die. It's very, very painful.
Gotcha. That's all that's down in there.
Make a search check. I assume you're going to search the yard because there's nobody around here. The walls are fenced in, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
They look like it. Yeah,
High stone walls.
Map looks nice, by the way, Paul.
Thanks.
I like the map of the place we just raided.
Search again. You're blind.
Yeah, that's
You
why
just
I'm just
send the
saying.
dwarf
I
out
should
there
just
when he's
take 20s.
done
Well,
ransacking.
this map is a nice looking, man.
Yeah, no,
Thanks.
looks good.
Took me some time, so.
To shoot it all together.
Yep.
tell where he took the little brick squares and put them all together.
Well, yes, because there's not a very good series of tiles.
Hey man.
And I wasn't going to make it fucking huge, because that would also distort it pretty bad.
Floor.
By the way, just so you know, the staircase is broken at the top. You can't get to the second floor.
Oh no!
Alright.
Can you roll for search here?
Yep.
With your usual +9 modifier.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
Lionel!
Lionel!
By the way,
Thank you, Jess.
Jess, I know you're kind of bored here, so I'm going to link you the list of portraits so you can take a look.
Okay.
Did you get mine, by the way, Paul?
I did. I'm going to start cropping it in a second.
Okay, let's just make sure. Just like cut out the part
Just a
where
list of female portraits, Jess.
Thanks.
dropping poison, because that's kind of,
Yeah,
you know.
just get mine too if you can.
And then once
Alright,
we
so
jump to other people, I'll look.
Let's see here. I got to roll on the treasure table again real quick.
You just...
In the grotto, you find a small collection of goods.
Oh.
Shiny. Alright, grottos are cool.
Grottos are cool.
We should like hang out here.
You're supposed to clear up the place so Slan can come and visit sometime, but You find 50 gold pieces scattered around the pool, presumably as good luck charms.
Boom! Someone else's good luck charms is my fortune.
Such a dick.
Oh, he is playing
Hey,
your
I
local
know, I know.
douchebag.
I know.
Also, you don't even know about this.
That's true. I'm saying this out of game. No. I'm standing out front of Ambermead and just going, you know that Kreven? What a
dick. I can just tell he's a dick from here. I don't even need to be there.
You smell that? You smell that?
Hey, can I get you to roll 1d100 for me?
Dickery.
What?
Can I get you to roll 1d100 for me?
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That scores you a wondrous item, whatever that is.
Ooh.
Let's find out, shall we?
Yes, let's.
That's kind of handy. But no, that would be really fucking creepy to find in the lizard folk area, so. Tail.
Yep.
A small silken vest is found on the side of the pool.
Okay. Unidentified?
It's unidentified. However, it looks like you could wear it underneath your armor.
What did he find?
I found a silk
Silk
vest
vest.
that's unidentified.
It glows softly with faint magic, although not enough to really illuminate anything.
I gotta keep
Alright,
track
that
of stuff.
seems to be everything you found here. You also found about 30, 40 letters that seem to be important, and you've taken a couple books of what looks to be ledgers of notes. You know, diplomatic stuff.
And they said the second floor we can't get to?
Can he throw the dwarf up the stairs?
It's about 10 feet, so you could try, but it'd be pretty hard. Plus, the landing looks pretty rotten, so you're pretty sure it'd just come crashing right down again.
I say we try.
Go for it.
We have crates.
Iron Man is an image option.
You do have crates, that's true.
picked that.
Bloody stacking crates.
So you're going to start stacking up some crates? Alright, let's go to the Amber Maids real quick here, because we've been leaving these guys alone long enough.
That's fine.
Hey, do you know
stand
what
outside-
the damage stats of a short bow are, by the way? Because I need to put that on my guy.
1d6.
Yeah, a D6.
And then +1 on the attack roll.
Yep.
Let's see which one of these drop boxes was the drop box of the...
First one. Second one is female.
Oh, I see like 3 things that said drop box on it.
There's
Do you know what the range is on that?
Here's
that
the
are
one
from
I
Paul,
want.
bro.
60 feet.
There's 2 that... Oh, never mind, that was
There are
Chick.
two that
Not
come
paying
from
attention.
Paul.
I'm not looking enough.
I put the one that I want in there in Skype.
So I'm just making one last roll here.
Oh, good. By the way, here's my updated character sheet.
All right.
Oh, that's only one picture.
Excellent. I guess Mythweaver's is working again.
Yeah, that's back up.
Was it not for a time?
Here,
Yeah,
For a minute.
Click on this, Wes.
I'm trying to figure out what.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for one to load. I'll try clicking on this one too, though. I like clicking on that.
You guys can hear the sound from the thunder, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm doing that here all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big ass storm.
It's Skrillex dropping the bass
That's, damn it.
from on high.
Now drop the bass.
Alright, let's just put Gabriel's portrait in here and done. You're not actually here, but I'm just going to show you in the Lizardfolk Embassy so you can see what your portrait looks like now.
Cute.
There you
Gabriel
go.
Waterloo falls from the vent work. What the fuck? How do I end up in these
Hits the ground
situations?
and then disappears again.
Yes.
That's what his portrait looks like, if anyone's wondering. Okay, he's gone.
What happened?
He revealed my portrait and then left.
So you guys are going to start stacking up the boxes. So the rest of you guys are standing outside of the Ambermead's house.
Did you get mine in then if you already got his?
What do then?
Or
All
mine.
right. Well, we're gonna walk up to
Yeah, yours is
the
in.
front door
Okay.
with me at the lead, and I'm gonna knock on that door.
Tap, tap, tap.
Yep.
The bodyguards kind of stare at you oddly, but they're going to let you continue knocking.
Fuck's this guy on about?
I had no idea there were bodyguards, but fuck it.
If you could link the individual portrait, by the way, not just the entire Dropbox.
I linked mine to your Steam.
Yeah, I have that.
I linked it in Skype,
Yeah, it's in
or is that
Skype.
too much?
No,
no,
Let's see
it's-
here 1 second.
You didn't link it right.
I just clicked on the Dropbox link you just sent me. That opened the entire male portrait Dropbox.
I have
The
hers.
one I sent in Steam is the one I want.
All right, well, I already pulled that up, so
I have hers here. I can send.
here, I'll show you yours real quick.
Sweet. Oh,
Okay,
pixel
so
perfect.
the door opens and Omar, the small, bald, slightly nasty butler, stares at you.
Hello, Omar.
What a nasty fellow.
Hello, Gabriel. He notes the people behind you, but pays no real mind to them.
Omar.
Where's his coat, bro?
Omar, I've come to speak to your master now.
I will see if he's busy now, and if he can speak to one such as yourself.
I appreciate it.
He bows, closes the door, and you can hear him walking away.
Okay. I turn to Corvus and Lady J and whisper in Elven, "Guy's a real ball buster."
Want I should kick in the door for you?
Not
What,
yet.
the bodyguard's watching you right there?
Kick in the door, wave in the
Not
door.
now, my elvish friend. Today is the day for the pen, but if the pen fails, the boot will be ready.
But I want to start a fight with another 75-year-old.
Actually,
You just
Tobias is more like in his 30s.
Bastard.
We instigate beef with
Then we
old
need to
people.
find a 75-year-old and pick a fight.
Oh my god.
Well, the only other 75-year-old I've rolled right now could probably kick your ass from here to there, but...
So I'll send Jake in first.
He comes back in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but like in 15 minutes he returns. Lord Tobias will speak with you now.
Hey, you, Omar.
He opens the door and ferries you inside.
Okay. How's the
The house is
house?
large, dusty, and sort of in relatively poor condition. It looks like the Ambermead family has not been doing so well of late.
Excellent. My notes. That's more for my notes. Just
All right.
so I know where I can hit the motherfucker where it hurts. You're looking a little poor, bro.
Tobias Ambermead is in his study, sitting behind a desk and frantically at work on a series of papers. He glances over a second, then glances back down to his papers. Thank you.
What's Ambermead look like?
He's a little above average height because he's a member of the noble families. He has brown hair and green eyes, I guess. I haven't actually read his eyes.
I mean, just, general description.
He looks harried and tired at the same time.
Okay, cool. Is he, in shape? Is he a little fat?
He is in shape, and it's clear he's had some military training, by the way. He is poised.
Okay, noted. Well, I'm going to sit wherever is, a respectful seating spot in his study.
He gestures to the seats in front of his desk.
Okay.
There's about 4 seats. There's one left over.
All right. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to say, hello, Lord Tobias Ambermead. My name is Gabriel Waterloo, a paladin from the town of Fallcrest. I've been awaiting this meeting.
Of Pilar, I assume?
Yes, sir.
I heard about you from my servants.
Yes.
Anyway,
sir,
go on. My apologies.
All is well. Sir, there is no delicate way of putting this, so I will be blunt.
That's
what he plays it.
That's what he plays it.
Yeah, no
YOLO.
shit. YOLO. Sir, I come to speak to you about the lizard folk.
Those animals?
Yes, sir. Sir, it has come to my attention via my recent encounters with lizard folk that A, their numbers are pressing to this region, and
More
B,
so than you can imagine.
and B, that they're getting desperate.
What, imagine? When they started burning our farms, we started burning theirs back.
Yes, and I understand that this is a very delicate situation. But I did manage to talk to one. We captured him. Speaks a fair amount of common. And he actually has a very admirable soul. His name is Slan.
I assume from the Hool tribe, based on his name?
Yes, sir. Now, I spoke with Slan, and Slan told me that there is an opportunity for peace. All the lizard folk would like is for some of their land back and to have the embassy reopened. Not a drastic amount of land, mind you. They simply wish to return to their old way of life. And I do believe that there is a chance for harmony between both man, mer, and lizard folk.
He thinks about this for a second. While their warlord lives, there can be no peace. He burns and kills still. Over the last, he thinks for a second, year and a half, we have lost 600 soldiers to raids by lizard folk. And somebody has to pay for that. Their warlord especially shows no signs of backing down. And besides, you really think they're smart enough to stick to a peace? It's only been 20 years since they attacked Seaton.
Sir, I understand your positions, and I also understand that the lizard folk can be a bit of a menace. However, I do believe that it is possible to harbor a change in their people, but it will take radical change. What has this warlord of theirs done?
Let's see here. He burned the outlying farms of Colleen's Pass. He killed an entire contingent of people. He butchered the farmers on Colleen's Pass. Well, not personally, obviously. No warlord exposed himself directly.
Yes.
Coward. And also, if you do not already know, their forces are massing for war. There's no real good way to go about this. Tribes have moved south. There are at least 5 tribes of lizard folk assembled. There are probably more lizard folk soldiers out there right now than there are actual people in Saltmarsh.
I am aware of this. And this is why I want to try to broker
And the forces have to go somewhere. As somebody who's studied military history, I'm sure you're aware of this.
Of course, sir, but I'm trying to prevent any and all bloodshed because a war between Saltmarsh and several lizard folk tribes will end poorly for both, and I do not seek as much bloodshed. As one from the town of Fallcrest, I can alert you that I do not want any harm to fall to this region, because if Saltmarsh falls, Fallcrest will be within their path, and I don't want that. I want to try to harbor a peace. So I'm simply here asking you, what would it take for you, because I understand that you are leading the charge against the lizard folk menace. What would it take for me to be able to...
Guts, Wes?
Huh?
Sorry, 1 second. Is that Guts, Wes?
Guts?
Yeah, it looks like Guts to me. Sorry.
I don't know.
Go on. Go on, Jake.
That's okay. I'm simply trying to harbor a peace and prevent bloodshed on both sides.
While the warlord's alive, there can be no peace.
Then where can I find this warlord?
He thinks for a moment. Presumably in their encampment.
Where is their encampment located?
Around, they move fairly frequently, but in the last year they've settled down. It's around 23 miles to the southeast. Interestingly, for the lizard folk anyway, they seem to be setting up permanent structures there.
Noted.
I have a map somewhere, he gestures behind into a large bookshelf, in these files. I will have Omar and send you the actual map when I can find it, seeing as you seem to be a capable sort, especially with your recent handling of the demon cults.
Why, thank you, my good sir. Ambermead, this meeting went better than I could have hoped. My companions and I will depart now. I have an idea. I will keep you posted.
Very well then, good night. Now,
You as
excuse
well,
me,
Ambermead.
I have much work to attend to.
Yep, and we will see ourselves out.
Omar leads you out of the building.
All right, gents. We need to contact Slan.
But for that, you need to open the embassy.
This is true.
Technically, we have opened it, quote unquote.
Yes, but you need to bring lizard folk in without the people trying to kill them. If you recall from what Babaji told you about the local stories, 2 years ago the lizard folk were thrown out of the town with force, which is presumably why so many of the files are left over.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell Omar on the way out. I wish to set up one more meeting with Sir Ambermead tomorrow afternoon alone.
I will inform him of your decision, sir.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna head back to the inn. We're gonna do the shit we do.
All right, 1 second. I got to show you guys your portraits real quick. You're assuming you want to see them. Okay, so this is Yurik, and this is Lady J. Bird. So this is Wes and Jess's pictures, respectively.
Yes. Shit looks good.
Copy paste the information from Yurik real quick here.
I'm gonna stand beside myself for now.
The universe pauses for a second as if to consider what is happening.
Yeah. Any did Mike decipher any useful information from those draconic letters? Because I assume Krevin and Yurik have gone
He's
back.
still going over them. Most of them appear to be import-exports, minor diplomatic agreements, but some of them appear to be useful, such as a census of the Hool Marshes tribe as of 2 years ago.
Okay. All right, yeah, we'll just get some relevant info here. I'm going to re-pour myself another drink, and then I would like to have my meeting with Ambermead.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything here, or?
I thought we were stacking crates.
Yep. Tao.
Yep.
You want to make a climb check to see if you can get to the second floor?
Sure. Let me just check my ranks in that real quick. I don't have anything. Not a big deal.
Just take 10. You're not in any real danger.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Heck, what's my
I assume you're going to
climb
assist him
anyway?
up.
Yeah, I'll give him a hand.
Alright, Joe.
Although I might have an easier time
Second floor
climbing
is
than
even
he will.
dustier and dirtier than the first floor. In fact, you're pretty sure there's so many cabins in the air it's going to be hard to walk down the hallway. There are at least 2 rooms up here which appear to be bedrooms. What do you want to do?
Make a search check for valuables.
Alright, you're going to walk to the rooms.
Now, can I climb up behind
It's pretty dark up here, and yeah, you guys can both climb up if you want to. It's just going to be tricky.
them? Just wait for him to get up there.
It's also
and pass the rudder
extremely
spot.
dark in there, so it'd be hard for Yurik to see.
Ah.
He doesn't have infravision, I do. Although I do have a potion, I don't think it'd be worth using.
Yeah, not
Hold
right.
on to
No.
the back of his hair.
Tal, can you make a search check for the rooms then?
Yeah, 1 second. I was just writing down that the potion was of infravision because I forgot to do that.
It's dark vision now, but yeah.
I hope you know I keep track of everything.
Yeah, well, I keep track of the things that are on my guy specifically.
It's true, he doesn't have the
Not
potion.
a bad idea.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's the one who currently has the potion, so.
And, you know, for example, the short bow as well.
Alright.
And the bacon.
Do you find anything up there?
You have
He needs to make a search check first.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 9, Tal. The door to the second room is locked, by the way.
Funny.
In the first room, you find about 50 GP in assorted items. It's, things like deeds to areas, penny stocks, and actual money.
Wait, deeds?
I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and leave
1/15 of a
everything.
15th of a 15th of deeds.
I'm going
It's
to
not
leave.
worth anything because the area burned down, but it's still worth something to a collector.
I'm just going to go ahead and
Can we
take the
sell it?
coin.
Yeah, you could. That's why it's worth 15 GP.
Okay.
Total is about 50 GP worth of assorted items.
I'm just going to take the coins and leave everything else.
Alright, that's about 30 GP of total stuff.
Okay, cool.
Alright, the
Return
second
into
room, can I get you to roll an open lock?
Oh shit, there's another room, my bad.
Joe?
Yeah, I was just recording the fact that my guy has 45 GP that has been found from here.
Yep. And a lot of silver pieces, although nobody has to know about that except for you and Yurik.
How many silver pieces?
Didn't I tell you it was around 2,800 silver pieces total when you ransacked the entire downstairs?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
a ton of silver.
That is
Yeah,
a
just-
shit ton of silver. It's like 200 fucking
The
gold.
bag is jingling with cash now.
And you know what most of that's going to go to? Ale and horse.
Tragedy.
Hopefully some arrows, too. So you
Maybe,
can
Yeah,
actually
no,
maybe
for sure.
eventually, he'll be able to not have to pay.
Hey,
Now you always
I'm the
have to
one-
pay, trust me on this one.
If I'm the one
Not in
busting
Game
it,
of
I gotta accept.
Thrones.
Yeah, not in Game of Thrones, if anybody ever watches that.
That was the best episode ever.
I'll be right back.
I mean, let's see here. It would take a pretty damn good diplomacy check, so...
That was too funny.
It was.
I really wish Teo was the one whose turn it was right now. So you're going to head back to the inn, Jake?
Yes. And I'm really just going to prepare for tomorrow, go over some of the letters that Mike has gone through, assumedly once these guys get back.
Yep, they're currently busy ransacking the place. You don't know that. You assume they're just wholeheartedly and in their best attempt to search the place without disturbing anything.
Right. I'm,
Although
yeah.
you might notice that Kreven is significantly richer now than he was before.
Yeah, no, but I probably won't give two shits about it because, it's just like, well, I wasn't there, so I can't judge. But yeah, no, I mean, really, I just want to go over some of the info that Mike gives me if there's anything pertinent for a conversation with Ambermead.
Well, he's currently still going over the documents he retrieved from the church in the downstairs. Babajide seems to read pretty voraciously, so...
Right.
What up?
Not much. You're supposed to be rolling an open lock.
Okay.
So, he apparently is going over the details of demon summoning with sort of a critical eye.
Noted.
He looks at you for a moment. Any amateur could tell you this isn't how you do a proper summoning.
Noted.
You failed to unlock the door, Tao.
Take 10 on that bitch.
That's what I'm doing.
The door swings open with a big-ass creak since it hasn't been oiled in 3 years.
Actually, I am going to ask
It's nearly
Baba Jade.
cobwebbed shut. What are you going to ask him?
I'm going to ask Baba Jade, is there any consequences of not doing these summonings properly? Would that have any dire effects? Or...
Well, he looks at it for a second. Even other than the obvious that it summons a demon physically to the material plane and not merely as an ethereal conjuration. And more importantly, that there's no control over the demon, so the demon could just choose to kill you if it wanted to. He shakes
That's all
his
I
head.
wanted to know.
Rank amateurs.
It's good. We will handle this demon cult problem yet.
Teo, make a search check.
Okay. Rolling.
You find nothing of value in the room, although you rolled pretty low.
I really don't care. I'm good enough to go at this point.
Yorick, you want to make a search check?
Sure, why not?
Crit that shit. Crit that shit.
Well, nope.
Yorick, out of the corner of your eye, you catch something glinting underneath a table in the room.
Convenient.
The paladin is not speaking. The Jake is speaking and say, take that glitch.
You're going to try to search for it?
Yeah, let's see what the glint
There's a lot of dust under here, but you find something small and made of gold. It's pretty heavily dusted, so you can't really tell what it is, though. After a couple seconds of wiping it off, you see a ring.
My mic's been muted. My bad.
Cool. Found a ring.
It's made of gold and appears to be fairly solid gold, so it's pretty valuable. More importantly, it might be magic.
Alright, we'll have Baba Jade throw that on his fucking work pile when we get back.
Baba Jade, thanks for a second. I don't get paid enough to do this shit.
I'm gonna slap down a gold on the table for Baba Jade. You do now, motherfucker.
Excellent. More than I got paid as a kid.
Alright, so, I assume Yurik and Krevin head back to the tavern. We ale and whore ourselves out. Lady Bird and Lady J and Corvus go have nasty elf sex. And
You mean pathetic elf sex, right?
Oh, thank you.
no.
I mean, half elves aren't bad, but elves are just terrible.
The skinniest wiener in all of Saltmarsh.
Still longer than Gabriel's.
It's okay, a man knows it is not the length of his steel, but rather the thickness and the damage it causes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And with that, I'm going to go talk to Ambermead now on the next day.
So,
Who are you going to bring with you to the Ambermead estate?
As I leave the tavern, I say, who wants to come to Ambermead's?
Not me.
Silence issues forth.
I guess I'll come with. I don't want poor boy to go alone.
Alright. So assume everyone else is just going to stay behind and ale and whore?
Yep.
That's all my
find out what
character
the crap
cares
we
about.
just found.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Well, Teo found a lot of money that he needs to split with you.
That he does.
Yeah, to avoid you telling the others.
And
Yeah.
because he's your partner in crime. He kind of guarded the door as you unlocked it. That's how the red knives work, man.
I kind of like that, how, though. I do like that, though. As part of our group, Yurik and Krevin are the guys who will get shit done.
Behind the paladin's back.
Exactly. Every good business needs those assholes.
One is a thief and the other a killer.
Yep. They the muscle. I'm the pretty face of this corporation.
The muscle and the bustle.
All right, so
The
Corvus
metal
and I-
man and the monkey.
Yep, the Corvus and I approach Ambermead Manor again.
Around halfway there, an old woman sitting on a bench and smoking a pipe waves to you.
I wave back.
Come over here.
I walk over to the woman and I say, "Hello, woman. My name is Gabriel Waterloo, Paladin from
Her hair
Terra
is
Press.
wild and she looks like she hasn't bathed in days.
What have you say?"
She pauses for a second to light her pipe. The water sang to me yesterday, and it told me to give you this. She passes you a letter. It's sealed in wax, although you can't exactly tell what the seal is.
Okay.
I think you and I will be speaking later, but not today.
I'm
Go
gonna
on,
look.
go to your fool's errand then.
I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna say, "Good day, street lady."
Street lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this letter because I'm gonna have Baba Jade try to identify the seal later.
Yep.
So we'll read it later.
Go for it.
So we're gonna go to Ambermead. I'm gonna, as we walk up to the front door, I'm gonna nod at the guards and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Pretty good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Omar greets you.
Hello, Omar.
Sir Ambermead is waiting for you.
Excellent. I trust you're having a good day, Omar.
Some of his guests could be a little more couth, but cannot complain.
Excellent, Omar. And I give him a good, hearty smack on the back, and then I head off towards Ambermead's study.
The good old middle school 5-star.
Less than that, just more of a it kind of, gives him a little oomph on the back.
Slap on his back.
Yep, and he's just like, "Oh, motherfucker, I hate these guys."
Even though he stumbles and nearly falls over, yeah. A guy is old and weak.
You also
Yes.
have a strength of what, 18?
Aha! An old man to pick a fight with.
I tell Corvus, "Down, boy," and we walk up to Ambermead's study. Lord Ambermead,
Oh, yes, welcome back, sir.
how fare you on this day?
Sir, Waterloo? Yes, Waterloo.
Yes.
And his coat. Well, they're out ale and whoring.
I'm afraid
feel-
the outlying farms are being raided again, including one of my own.
This is terrible news.
Well, the raid is passed, though. I'll have to send
However-
more guards out there. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I have a plan. However, this is going to require some...
He steeples his fingers. Go on.
This is going to require some acceptance and compliance on your part. I know this is not going to be easy for you, sir. You have lost much to the lizard folk, and you only care about protecting these people. I, as a paladin, can respect that. I care for the protection of innocents, as do you. And I know this is not going to be an easy pill to swallow, if you will. But I'm going to need the lizard folk embassy reopened. Now, before you react, sir, this is how this would go. My friend Slan has been sent on a mission to find others of his ilk, other lizard folk, who want to barter a peace between man and lizard folk.
What in the world,
What the
little
hell are you
kid?
doing to that cat?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have no clue what was happening to the little kid.
I heard.
Yeah.
One of the bunnies was raping it.
Oh, God.
I think one of the kittens got stuck.
Anyways, so Slan has taken it upon himself to become somewhat in my image, a person who cares for those who cannot care for themselves, a protector of the innocent, and he also wants to see no bloodshed between man or lizard folk. I send him on a quest to find more of his kind, and he said we can only truly find a solution to this once the embassy is reopened. Now, if this embassy is reopened, I can assure you that it will be Slan at the head amongst others who want to find peace and do not want to go to war. And that they have realized that they have just as much to lose as we do in this situation. Now, Ambermead, if this embassy is reopened, surely we may be able to find a way to lure their war chief into a situation where a group of specialists, a group of people who have a certain set of skills that have been honed over a long career.
No.
Why don't you
What
make a diplomacy check? His attitude is unfriendly when talking about lizard folks. It's going to be pretty steep.
Okay, so let's see, plus 10, and then I gotta check my, plus 5, and then my diplomacy is plus 8, so plus 13.
I'm not in the habit of bargaining with the enemy.
20 plus 13, 33.
But
Holy.
I see your point. I can have the Lizard Folk Embassy reopened within 3 days if I call in some favors, and he starts thinking to himself, I will bring this before the town hall. Remember, this is a stopgap solution. The warlord must be killed, or none of this will change.
I am aware, sir. However, this is going to be our best hope in order to slay this warlord. I'm sure Slan and his ilk will agree that this man who wants to warmonger amongst innocents must be stopped. And we will find a way to put this problem at ease. Ambermead, I thank you for your gracious decision. I must shake his hand. Corvus and I will see.
Back somewhat uncertainly.
Corvus and I will see our ways out, and we await for news on the reopening of the embassy.
Sorry, what? Repeat.
I said, and Corvus said, and we shall await news for the reopening of the embassy, sir.
Excellent. I must have speak to some people. This is going to cost me a fair number of favors, you realize.
Sir, I can assure you
No fucks given.
that the lizard folk problem will soon be at rest. You have Waterloo's word on it.
Hmm.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
And Corvus and I
Seems
walk out,
lost in thought.
and before Omar approaches us, as I'm walking out, I just fucking offer a low 5 to Corvus. I'm like, did you see me nail that shit in there in Elvish?
How uncouth, Omar says in Elvish.
You are an impressive man, Omar.
Thank you, but flattery will get you nowhere in this case. I assume your meeting with Lord Ambermead went well?
Yes, sir, it did. And I believe that there is a peace on the horizon. There is just one large, scaly
It'll be
asshole
good to
that
see the
needs
end of the
slaying.
war. It'll be good to see an end to the war. Did I ever tell you I fought in the last lizard folk skirmishes?
No, Omar, you haven't.
We
Tell me
don't talk
about it.
much, so. Well, they're notorious for their attacks on Seaton and their attempts to enslave the populace, which I'm sure you've heard about.
I have. Again,
I
Omar,
fought to repel them out of the Seaton region.
Omar, and I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder. And I'm just going to say, Omar, I'm here to stop attacks and to stop the hurt between the lizard folk and human and elf and dwarven people. I believe that we can live in a world of peace and harmony and cooperation, although it may take a few loose ends tying up. And that is why I'm here to speak with your lord, because he does control some of these loose ends that I need tying up. But I do assure you, and I'm going to do all this in Elvish, just to prove how slick my fucking Elvish is, that we will tie up these loose ends, and that people such as yourself will never have to suffer in battle again, and that we can truly have a cooperative brotherhood with lizard folk and man. Want me to roll diplomacy, Paul?
No, his attitude has shifted to friendly regardless now that you're dealing with the lizard folk issue.
Excellent. I'm going to give him a slightly lighter pat on the shoulder and say, Omar, and we shall see ourselves out. Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir.
All right, and we're going to walk out.
Moonwalk up.
Yep,
Moonwalk out.
because I'm feeling pretty fucking badass because I crit when needed.
I didn't get a crit face.
That's because it was just expected face.
Just as planned, face.
Just as planned. More of a sigh of relief, like, oh, thank God that worked out. All right,
One
so
second.
now,
I got a link. I've got a picture to link you. God damn it, Google. Google faster.
okay, so we're gonna return to the tavern while you're doing this, and we're gonna alert the others of how it went, and let's find out what that ring Mike found is, if it does
There
anything.
you go.
Mike found a ring?
Well,
Yorick found a ring.
You're
You guys have made it back to the inn and have dumped what appeared. Well, you foisted the magical items onto Baba Jade, who is now hardly recognizable behind the pile of magic items he's inquiring into.
This is what he gets paid for. I'm gonna throw another gold piece down at him.
Thanks.
Get to it, Negro.
Get to it, motherfucker.
Show
What the fuck? I said you could talk to me like that. Excuse me.
He's the Black Decker King.
Actually, you know, it's funny though, because this is totally like a legit reason why Baba Jade cannot quest with us, is because he's too busy identifying shit and reading shit for us.
Yep.
Because I mean, you
Baba
just piled him in fucking papers.
Pretty much. I'm just gonna put a hand on Baba Jade's shoulder. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna offer you a position. Yep. No, I'm offering you a position as the head of secretarial matters for Waterloo and Co.
I thought I was already doing that. Nobody else is
This
doing
is just
it.
a trial. Listen, now that you've proven
It's a
yourself.
trial.
What
Yeah,
kind of salary do I get?
on top of your division of equitable quest loots when you join us, 10 gold a month.
I can work with that.
Excellent.
I accept.
Glad to have you aboard, Baba Jade. And I'm going to give him another hearty fucking slap on the back and go get me some fucking ale.
Unlike Omar, he's actually able to resist it since he's pretty strong and relatively muscled, even if he is a complete nerd.
Yes. And then he goes back to his studies. And let's find out what that fucking ring does.
The ring is a +1 ring of protection.
So, who has the lowest AC amongst us?
Not me.
Mine,
Might actually be Baba Jade at 13.
probably. Okay, so we'll give him that ring.
Alright, we'll just hold it in the party fund for now. You can distribute it later.
Okay, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll end up needing it the most.
Ring of protection.
Alright, so we're just going to hang out in the tavern for a few days. Actually, I would like to inquire on...
Also, the piece of blue quartz isn't magical at all, and the wand is a wand of mirror image with 47 charges in it.
Hold on.
what is mirror image?
Mirror image allows you to... You've played World of
Make
Warcraft, you know
multiple
what mirror
copies
image is.
of yourself.
It was 47 out of 50.
Uh-huh.
And what did you say about the vest?
That is a vest of, hold on, I have the exact name of it right here somewhere. A vest of escape, which gives a bonus to lock picking and escape artist.
Well, Teo doesn't really
It also
need
makes you slick as hell.
Teo doesn't really need it because he's got his tools.
Your
Yeah,
other...
adds even more to it, so why not let him keep
That would actually allow
He's the
him
only one that
to open
That would allow me to
standard
just
locks
open
on a roll of 1.
Yeah, so let's just give
Yeah.
it to Teo for opening up doors.
Unless, like, technically that ring of protection would be useful for me, seeing as I'm typically the one in everybody's face.
I mean, you could just pass Yurik the Ring of Force shield, which
That's
allow him
true.
to use a heavy shield, which allow him to wield a heavy shield as well as a two-handed sword.
Well,
That
that
is
would work.
fucking adorable.
I
I
would
know, right?
love to have that too myself.
I mean, you're already carrying a... oh, wait, you got a great axe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that
using my
is
great
too
axe.
cute. Oh, it is too cute. Gotta share it on the stream.
It burns me.
The internet is cute. It is overwhelming.
Ah,
Cute.
that is the Waterloo face when he makes a plan.
I assume you got the picture I linked you, Jake?
Yes, I did.
According to plan.
According to plan.
Justice. Also, this one here, too. That's more adorable than anything, but...
That's creepy as shit.
So,
What
what,
did
I have
you
the
eat,
ring
you
of
raw?
force shield now?
Yep,
God.
Ring of Force Shield. It's a +2 shield bonus.
Sweet. +2 shield bonus. Where's my freaking AC?
AC.
We have to debate about
So
this.
it's a shield bonus, not a...
Yep, it's not actually a deflection bonus for whatever reason.
Oh, then
Alright.
again, you got the more worthless magic item last time, so you can have the cooler ring. Because I'm also suffering because I no longer use a shield. I use this glorious Balto. That is
Sorry,
my great X.
I'm still laughing at that.
Oh.
Woohoo, my AC equals my HP.
Cool. Alright, so
Good.
I guess we're going to wait for news of the embassy.
All right.
Apparently me and Travis are just chilling,
I assume our week's up at the tavern, so how much was a week at this tavern, by the way?
2
Was it-
GP for each person
Okay, so...
for a week, which is pretty damn good.
Oh,
So-
that's a cheap tavern.
Well, remember, he rolled like a 19 on convincing the bartender to let them stay cheaper.
Yes.
I missed that.
Yeah, I think he did, actually. So.
Yeah, you weren't there for that.
I made a convincing argument. I proved why I am the head of this company. Because I make big rolls in fucking diplomacy.
I love big rolls and I cannot lie.
You other brothers can't deny.
You other brothers
I mean,
can't.
We
I
can.
might suck in combat, but when the talking shit goes down, Waterloo's got your
That
back.
is why.
When a girl walks in
bard.
with an itty-bitty waist and a round
Should have
thing in
been a
her
bard,
face,
dude.
Waterloo gets sprung.
Waterloo gets crits. But I digress. So how went the reopening of the embassy?
The embassy is open currently. Someone has gone through the place and dusted it, according to Krevin's stealthy reconnaissance. And by stealthy reconnaissance, I mean he tried to go back and rob the place a second time.
Okay.
But no lizard folk have actually arrived yet, because they would have to walk all the way through an angry populace to get there, which means presumably you're going to have to guard the people as they go in.
Excellent. I tell Waterloo and Co. Waterloo, Sarian and Co. to assemble, and we are going to go meet Slan.
I assume out at the old,
Yes. So a few days away out at the Temple Accord.
at the ruined Temple Accord.
Yes.
The place is a lot cleaner than you remember, and guards have actually started setting up fortifications. About an hour and a half after you arrive, Slan shows up in clanking plate armor, which has been repainted sort of a whitish color. The
Cool.
paint doesn't actually look that great. It looks like it was made out of low-quality materials. But
It's
it's
white.
the thought that counts.
Yeah.
His sword is still made out of the red steel, and he kind of looks at the guards suspiciously, who pay him no real mind.
I greet him
Slan
warmly.
has returned.
Slan! And I shake his hand heartily.
He seems kind of confused at the gesture, but goes with it.
I'm going to explain to him briefly. Slan, in the human world, a handshake, especially one as warm as the one I'm offering, means that I'm excited to see you and I'm happy at your well-being.
Well,
How fare you,
he says,
Slan?
pausing, trying to figure out how to use the first perspective. I'm pleased to see you as well.
Excellent, Slan. How went your mission on acquiring those of your kind who want to see peace?
He looks kind of disappointed. Many are not willing to come. He pauses, stumbles over his speech. I found the diplomats. They're willing to talk.
Excellent, Slan. I have excellent news for you as well. We have reopened the embassy.
Slan looks pleased. It will be good to get out of the marsh. Many
Yes.
do not like me for my siding with the humans.
Slan, we will put this all to an end soon. Now come with me in my company. We shall lead you to your embassy.
So he holds a finger to his scaly lips. Give me 2 hours. I will gather the diplomats.
Excellent. I await your return, my friend.
Who else is there with Gabriel?
Everybody, I think. Besides
All right, Baba Jade is sitting around still reading the letters.
Yep.
He found an interesting one.
He returns with several old and wizened lizard folk. Lead the way.
I greet them. Follow me, my friends. we shall lead you to your embassy. And we head back towards town.
I say we encircle the group of lizard folk to prevent
Alright.
any
We'll
people.
we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that when we get outside of town, like close enough to town, and we'll just encircle them.
You approach town, and the guards look at you strangely, especially since you circle on a group of lizardmen, but you get the impression they sort of assume that you've captured them.
I approach the town, or I approach the guards.
The gatekeeper stares at you for a minute. You're going to bring them into town?
Sir, these are lizard folk who are here on a mission of peace. I would appreciate it if you would allow them into town, as the embassy has been reopened. And our mission here is
orders to allow some lizard folk diplomats into town. He points to Slan. He'll have to surrender his weapon.
I'm gonna look at Slan, then I'm gonna look back to him. I'm gonna go, sir, I can assure you, as a paladin Pelor, and as a man, that this lizard folk will do no harm. He is a friend of mine, and has proven himself more than worthy of standing amongst men in the defense of men. What say you?
Make a diplomacy check.
Alright, 20 plus 13, 25.
This is a terrible breach of protocol. I'll allow it, but keep in mind, if he causes trouble, he points at you. You're the one who's going to have to pay for it.
And I can assure you, sir, Slan is an honorable sort and will cause no harm. And as we walk into town, I tell Slan, I've put my ass on the line for you. Please cause no harm to the humans. I trust...
common now?
Yes, he's
Slan,
picked up enough common to speak it in sort of a pigeon.
Yeah.
He can
Slan,
essentially understand any words that you think a 10-year-old would be able to understand.
I say, Slan, these people will not like you. And they are going to offer horrible things and perhaps actions at you. And I'm going to tell you. Okay.
Life is my strength and life guides me.
As long as you are willing to do no harm to them, if you can prove to them that you are better than them, then it will reflect on their souls, and they will realize the error of their ways. Now, Slan, I lead you to your embassy.
The people of the town stare at you oddly, frown and hiss at you occasionally, but they do spread aside for you and make no attempt to attack you. The guards, having already been informed of the situation, pay you no real mind, except they do sort of push some crowds aside for you.
I thank the guards, and I try to, as I'm passing, I assure the people they mean you no harm. They are here for peace.
People are not really having much of that.
Fair enough.
It'd be pretty hard to find somebody who hasn't lost somebody to either lizard folk slavers from years past or lizard folk raids nowadays.
That's understandable. Lead them to the embassy, and as long as there's no real conflicts on the way to the embassy, once we're in the embassy, I'd like to have a word with the diplomats and the party.
Slan is going to search for rooms here. He notices the stairs are cracked, and he walks over to Kreven. Can I borrow some rope?
Yeah, sure.
Can you say it any more creepy?
I want rope.
I was just thinking, I want to tie up a small child.
I'm going to go to the orphanage.
I'm going to the orphanage. I'll be right back without your rope.
Yes.
Children's fingers, yum, 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 yum.
Oh, Slan is busy trying to set up some sort of rope ladder to the upstairs.
I offer Slan my rope ladder.
Mm,
And I say,
thank
here,
you.
my friend, use this as long as need be.
Thank you.
And there goes our 10-foot rope.
By the way, there's
I got
the
like 50, honey.
Yeah, we can make
the three diplomats are still around here, sort of wandering around and wondering why the place seems a lot less richer than it was.
You know.
They chalk it up though to human looters.
Or dwarvish.
Ho, ho.
Oh.
I'm going to sit down with them, the fellows, as Slan sets up his ladder, and I say, so, my friends, what see you the best ways to create a peace between lizard folk and humans?
The eldest speaks up. Well, theoretically, there are two ways. Lizard folk, as I'm sure you're aware, the old one seems to be fairly fluent and common,
Yes.
must live near water.
Of course, sir. I address him with as much respect for an elder as humanly possible.
I understand. 1 second, sorry. Sorry, I'm just busy adjusting tokens here.
It's okay. While you're doing that, I'm getting a drink. So.
All right, go for it.
You guys have to see this what I'm about to post.
All right, go for it.
On my other token.
Yep, 1 second. I have to adjust some numbers here, dude.
Working with GM's never done.
So terribly good.
No.
Gotta.
I wanted sweet mother of Oreos.
All right, I finished up your icon there.
All I can say is that's ridiculous looking.
What is?
It looks so good.
I do want one now, though.
Sweet mother of Oreos. Let's see. Oh my Jesus. Like, say goodbye to your teeth.
You mean your fat will become fat?
I mean, like, your teeth will instantly start dissolving when you do this.
In
Diabetes.
in our
Diabetes.
they have deep
Diabetes.
fried Oreos and deep fried Snickers at our county fair. It is awesome. Deep fried Twinkies. It's
They don't
insane.
even make those anymore.
If they do in our Porter County Fair.
I have a couple boxes of Twinkies around, actually, I think.
You're like, yes.
This pleases me.
This is terrible. Conan skit. It goes, Rihanna broke up with Chris Brown after she caught him cheating with the waitress. Rihanna said she knew something was up when Brown came home with another woman's lipstick on his knuckles.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. I return.
Sadly, I don't have any tokens for the lizard
Jake,
folks.
you
If
gotta
you just
see,
give me a minute.
the link I posted on Skype.
Okay.
And jizz yourself. Do it.
Yeah, totally.
It's
As
pretty
someone
cool.
on a diet, I am offended.
I am offended.
By offended, you mean extremely hungry for it?
Yes. Oh God, yes.
You put it in front of Jake, and then you just turn your back for a second and be gone. Where'd it go? No,
Like-
over the dog.
Like literally, I've been limiting myself to fucking like 1,200 calories a day and working out every day. So like, that's not fair.
I'm sorry.
Man, I don't understand why people have so much problems with this weight. I guess your metabolism isn't good enough.
My metabolism is shit, so it requires a lot of work.
Not even kidding. My metabolism burns like 3,000 calories a day because of how big I am and how much exercise I do.
Yeah.
The thug life chose me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tail, you never move anywhere.
That's true.
He waddles.
I'm working hard on losing weight. I'm down 20 pounds. I'm pretty happy with that. So.
That's
High
Slan.
five.
That's Slana. That's what's his face? The Lizard Folk diplomat, Sealock.
Where's Slan?
I have yet to finish doing.
Hi, diplomat.
The other Lizard Folk are currently inspecting their rooms. That's why you can't see them. It's not because I don't have a
Okay.
token done.
All right.
I totally. have a token
Well,
done.
meanwhile, so what were the 2 resolutions that he had to offer?
Either the human warmonger or the lizard folk warmonger must die. As much as I would hope for a peaceful solution, I have lived long enough to tell you that sometimes people have to die.
Who is the human warmonger?
That would be Ambermead, I would have to assume.
I have to make sure.
I can tell you that in this scenario, it has taken... I've spoken with Ambermead, and Ambermead has reopened this embassy, and he has done many a great favor towards peace.
Calabog may wish for peace. I have spoken to him personally.
I'm willing to speak with Calabog in terms of peace.
I believe he's already attempted to contact you. Did you receive, by any chance, a letter?
I did. Oh, shit, by the way. Okay, so, like, sorry for this ball, but, like, retrospectively, I completely forgot about the letter.
That's okay.
Can we have Mike identify that seal and then, you know, like, go through the letter? Just
You
like-
guys can go through it in a bit, but he's currently busy with the other tasks he's going through.
Okay,
That would
so...
have been Calabog contacting you, giving you a date and time that he would wish to speak with you.
I
He
see.
is not going to ask you to come unarmed, as he believes you trust him very little. Rather, he believes he trusts you as much as you trust him.
Fair enough.
Was. Tasty ass crackers.
Alright, can I know what the, Can I know what the letter says, at least? Because I just want him to know the
The
seal.
letter informs you. I have a long form letter written out, but I'll share it with you guys tomorrow, or the next time we play.
Just link it
Informs
in
you that
Skype.
it's not quite finished yet. I need to edit it some more so I can
Okay.
actually finish. It informs you that he wishes to speak with you in a forest clearing some 10 miles north of here in the swamp. And he
What
will
day?
come, he says, well, on a Wednesday, which would be 5 days from now.
Okay.
Informs you that he will come with 5 bodyguards and that you should bring the same.
Alright.
Bring
He
yo
wishes to speak with
dudes.
the one who butchered his soldiers.
I see. I'm going to tell him that I will attempt to make a peace with this Calbog.
I don't think it's impossible. You need to understand what Calabog has actually done for our people.
I'm willing to bet he has done a great much for your people. However, my people have
He
suffered.
moved us from the Stone Age to the Iron Age in 13 months.
This is something that cannot be nearly passed by. I do believe that a peace is possible between your kind and my kind. However, we need to try
There
to...
has been before, and there shall be in the future.
I hope so. I also hope to let you know that I will not befall any of my kind harm. Unless
course, I
it
would
is
not dream of it.
truly necessary. Nor of yours. I will attempt to make peace with this Calbog. However,
Be
if a
warned,
peace...
he is... You pause for a second. Not what you expect.
Thank you very much. And I thank you for your willingness to try to participate in this cooperation of peace and harmony between our kinds. This
I've
means
done it before, and I shall do it again.
more to me than you could possibly know, sir.
There is a saying among my people. All it takes for evil to win is for the good to do nothing. And I firmly believe in it.
Well, I'm going to let you know right now that the Waterloo is good, and the Waterloo is getting shit done.
She laughs for a moment. Thank you for bringing Slan back to us. We will inform you if we need anything.
I await any news you have.
We'll have to
Good
set up
day.
the embassy. It'll take a while. The rioters must have seriously damaged the things in here. I can't find most of our papers.
You have to say we will find them for you.
No, I'm gonna be straight up with him. I'm gonna say, sir, in order to help better understand a better peace with you guys and a better sort of understanding of what we could do to alleviate the situation, I had one of my group infiltrate this building and take the papers. They're in a safe location, and they will be returned tomorrow morning.
This is a serious breach of trust, but I trust you enough.
This was done with no ill will. This was simply done so I could barter an advantage with the human who controlled the embassy.
The warmonger, yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Gabriel.
You are welcome. Alright, so I guess we're just going to have to chill out until our encounter with Calbog.
I kind of vote we look into the background behind Ambermead to make sure that he isn't doing this for his own gains and that he isn't actually the evil person in this encounter, even though he is a human.
I agree with you.
I don't pretty agree. I mean, I think we should, even if he isn't.
All right.
Better
Yeah.
to know than not know.
I think.
Better to know than to be surprised, yeah?
Well, then fine. I
Yeah.
shall, as I'm about to leave, I'm going to ask, do you know the name of this man who is the warmonger for the human tribe? So I do not disunderstand who is truly the enemy for your people.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, Tobias Ambermead set up a bounty on all lizard folk and monitor lizard heads.
I am aware. Is there
He
any other
also-
humans of note?
He thinks for a moment. There certainly are some, but I do not make it my pastime to know the names of killers and butchers. You'd have to ask someone more skilled in remembrance than myself. I grow old.
Of course, sir. We shall...
Sealok looks to be about 100 at least.
Right on.
Surprising given how old, how young lizard folk tend to die.
Sealok, I thank you for all that you have done with us on this day.
He bows to you. And to you as well.
I bow back to him, and then we peace out.
You moonwalk out those three.
And I give Slan a nod and a fucking, like, you know, bump on my chest as I walk out.
Slan grabs your hand before you walk out. Let me know if you need me. If
You
you,
will be the
call, I will
first.
come.
You will be the first to know, Slan. I give
Thank
you
you.
this much. I bow to him. I do the same thing on the way out, and I walk out.
Alright, guys. That was good.
All right, cool.
Yay!
You guys managed to dissolve a relatively tense diplomatic situation with...
The Waterloo is the shit!
I had one part in all of this. I could have just been AFK for the last 2 hours.
Sorry.
Sorry, Andrew.
I had absolutely zero.
We will kill shit soon, Andrew.
Well, my apologies, but I gotta advance the plot line at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let us know these nights, because then I will just... We can all do things while Jake takes care of everything.
I was actually kind of thinking you guys were gonna try to pick a fight at some point, but obviously not, so...
I've
a
been
smooth
advised
talker.
not to do that, unless it's a 75-year-old.
Heartless bastards.
You're horrible.
I mean, you're allowed to speak up at any time, as you guys just all get quiet as I go into fucking Oscar-winning mode, so...
Jake, did you like that picture?
I have not seen it yet. Hang on.
You should, it's pretty
Found
funny.
it.
I just found it. It suits you. It just needs to say beer instead of wine.
hmm
Oh, God.
My link is just the coolest thing ever.
Whoa, it preserved my drawings. How did that work?
Because I saved them.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they're legit. So I guess we wait till we go
That's
to meet
actually
with
it
Cowboy.
for tonight's encounter.
Oh, my icon isn't there. What communism?
Tonight's
Alright, well,
All right, well,
Icon's here. What are you talking
Um,
about?
Is
shit's been
next
real.
Yeah.
is
like,
next
I'm too.
When's the next sesh?
Friday, I assume, unless you guys can't make it on Friday.
There
Push
are
around if you
two
guys
of
want.
me.
are we actually going to be fighting?
Oh.
What?
well, we're
Yeah, presumably you're going to go meet Calabog, so if you guys want to pick a fight with him,
Okay.
probably.
Okay, I was just wondering because maybe
Yeah.
I'll study next time if we have to do this again.
I mean, you guys are allowed to speak up, but...